Trey, who had another Trey Murphy coming in here with 25 in his last game, hooked up 32, even when his threes were falling, he affected him scoring specifically. What have you seen from him in his last, 10, 11 games or so?
Just growth as a player, growth as a leader, and he already had high confidence, but now it's just confidence in his all-around game. So it's good to see Trey make those leaps in his game.
32 assists overall, you led the way with 9 tonight. What was it working offensively for you guys?
You just kind of see how the defense tries to guard you, and most times they'll send a double team or kind of load the paint, and I trust my shooters, so I was able to find them a lot tonight, and they knock shots down.
What have you seen in Reeves? In 3 games now with you and Javonte on the floor together. How have you seen that out there kind of work?
I think we feed off each other defensively and offensively. We have a different kind of trust for each other in the sense of like I said before we even played the game together. It's real killer. When I see him playing defense the way he does, it's effectuous. If he guarding like that, to me as a competitor, it makes me want to guard more. So we just kind of feed off each other from like a competitive aspect.
We talked the other night about being more physical on defense. What was there doing this thing tonight? How have you seen that grow in these last couple of games, just as a team?
I think it's just it has to start somewhere. I got to give CJ his props on this. I know people aren't really going to agree with it too much, but CJ has. You go look at the games in the past, recent games. CJ has plays where he picks up his physicality, like heavy on defense, and when our teammates see him do that, like continuously and consistently, it lets you know, we can play physical. Like you can put your hands on people. You could be more aggressive instead of just kind of not trying to pick up a foul.
It kind of just might go back a little bit to trusting the shooter for Jose with some huge threes, but you kind of see from him in the fourth tonight.
That's Jose. Jose's live any night to go for 30, to run off 5, 8 threes. Jose is such a unique player where he can influence the game. Some games in scoring. Some games he might could have 5 points, but his impact on the overall game was huge because of how he played defense, picking up full court, just being a pest on the offensive players, or just his energy in general.
Zion, I wanted to ask you about playing here in Chicago. I remember you came here as a rookie when you were sort of in awe of the house that Mike built. Do you still have that when you come here, or has that sort of faded?
Nah, I still kind of have that awe, when I play in Chicago. History. Like, it's Mike. 6 rings. Like, it's not no easy task. So it's just one of those kind of pay homage, to the game. And, I'm fortunate enough to be sponsored by Jordan Brand and have my own shoe. So it does add to the moment in terms of how special it is whenever I play in Chicago.
We always hear players talk about, their favorite arenas, like the Garden always comes up. What is this United Center rank because of the history of the Bulls and Jordan and all of that?
Man, I don't have a direct list, but New York. I think Brooklyn is a low-key one that I don't think people appreciate enough. Boston. Who else? Chicago. I like Atlanta. I think they have like a really good, arena, and especially the black culture down there is really big down there. It's a lot of dope arenas out there that they each have their own thing about them. Like for LA would be like the lights. New York, like it feels like the arena's dark but the court lit up. Brooklyn I love New York music. like Jay, Big, like you kind of, and they play that music in there, and you just feel like the aura, the ambiance in there. And Chicago's the Bulls, like, you know, the dynasty they built here. So, you know, each of those arenas, and if I'm missing some, I apologize. I feel like I gotta say this because you just never know. New Orleans is obviously my favorite arena to play in. Like, I feel like I have to say, even though I shouldn't have to say that, New Orleans is clearly by far my favorite arena to play in. But as a basketball fan and someone that tries to appreciate the game, you know, arenas do have their certain, you know, appeal to them.
Appreciate you.
No problem. No problem. You guys have a great night.